Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Lines Forever. Today I have a 6v6 custom match here on the most amazing Neuroxis map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players. We'll start with Team 1 on the northwestern side of the map, and we'll end with Team 2 on the southeastern side of the map. Taking a look at Team 1's southern player first, we have in Pac-Man Yellow, it is La Sauce. He is an Aeon. He is a 1600. Moving northward in Batman Gray, it is the UEF of Faffing Off. He is a 1700. In Regal Purple to his east, in the middle of Team 1, it is Dead 6. He is a Seraphim as a 1600. Moving northward in Glow in the Dark Green, it is Azuros playing as a Seraphim as well. He is a 2100. He's the highest rated player on Team 1. And rounding out the front line in Orange Color Orange is Morax playing as a Cybran as a 1700. And last but not least for Team 1 in the rear guard air slot, we have in Royal Blue Master of Seasons playing as a UEF as a 1500. So for Team 1 side of the map, they have 2 UEF, 1 Cybran, 1 Aeon, and then 2 Seraphim. So all the factions on Team 1 side of the map. Taking a look at Team 2 side, we'll start with the southwestern side first. We have in Tropical Ocean Blue, it is Death by Succubus. Always an interesting way to go out. He is an Aeon. He is a 1700. To his east, we have in Light Oak 10, it is the highest rated player on Team 2 and in the game overall of Nomander, making another appearance here back-to-back. He is an Aeon for this match as a 2600. To the north in Snow White, we have Mutzo playing as a Cybran. He is a 1400. In Chevy Crimson to his east, we have Robert. He is a Seraphim. He is a 1700. And then rounding out Team 2's front line in Rust, we have a Legend Lord 2 playing as a Cybran as a 1500. And last but not least for Team 2 in Ruby Red, we have the Seraphim of Cool Dude. He is a 1300. So for Team 2 side of the map, they have 0 UEF. That's always sad to see, of course. We have 2 Cybran, 2 Aeon, and 2 Seraphim. So they've evened out every other faction. They're just missing out on the UEF, which means every faction is represented in the game, just not on each team, but it is represented on Team 1's team because they have at least one of each. So nobody is missing out on the action. And in terms of these 12 players on the map, let's take a look at their recon before they scoop it all up. Currently sitting at 10,000 mass, baby. In 3 minutes in the game, maybe 11 at least. Well, maybe we'll round it up to 1,000 per player just to make it a little bit easier on my brain for math and whatnot. We do see about 400 in the east and west, but really there's nothing big clumpage. Couple of another 300s or so, 400 down there. And in terms of mexes on the map, we do see Team 1's Dead 6 has started a gun. Just wanted to note that. Not really anything in the northeast and in the southwest. A couple of one-offs. There's a twin mex down there, but really definitely a just hard environment for land to utilize. Maybe we'll see some air units fly over top as we see right now from that bomber, but probably not a lot of land action over here in the northeast. It'll be mainly concentrated between here and here. That's where most of those extra mexes are. Team 1 and Team 2 trading blows between the La Sauce and Death by Succubus. We do see Nomander is inbound to assist with that. We have a quad mix position here and here. Then we have a twin mix here and here with another twin-ish mix there. And then wherever it is right there. So there are some extra mexes. There's a little bit of reclaim. Not really a whole lot in either of those. So it's going to be a little bit more strapped for cash this match. But they'll have to find some other ways to generate that mass, whether it be from SACU RAS presets spam, whether it be from their own comms RAS, or of course getting for that mass fabricator. La Sauce and Death by Succubus, both of them are Aeons, no faction advantage one way or the other. And so they're both in the yellow. A little bit better for La Sauce, but not by much. We do see Nomanders over here on that western side. It looks like it's going to be 2v1 in favor for Team 2 on the western front. Maybe we'll see Faffing Off head southward, but we do see Team 2's Cool Dudes over here as well. So maybe we'll just say 2v3 and call it a day. And then towards the middle of the map, we have a 1v1 happening between Dead 6 and Mutzo. And then towards the east, we have a 2v2 most likely between Robert, Legend Lord of Team 2, Azuros, and Morax of Team 1. Team 1's regular side player has joined Dead 6, so actually it's going to be a 2v1 in favor for Team 1 in the middle, with a gun upgrade started for faffing off and a gun upgrade started for Azuros. I think I already mentioned the gun upgrade for but we do see Legend Lord starting to push in a little bit. There are definitely choke points in the near the main players' bases on the eastern and western half. There's a nice little choke point here, another one here. There's another one technically over there. So definitely wall sections, PD, shields, definitely going to be a little bit more advantage there because it forces units to kind of just boop into one another. Western side, again, similar situation, but towards the middle of the map here, definitely large open areas. So both teams want to at least maybe have the fighting be roughly contained there. And if they have to push in or fall back, they would rather fall back maybe to their main bases or actually just get a nice little front line going right there. There is a little bit of an avenue this way for Team 1 to worry about it, but it's again another choke point, so probably going to build some PD and stuff here just in case. Gun almost done for Morax. We have Nomander pushing in again. Lesauce dropping below 2,500. We do see Nomander receive some assistance from his... Actually, not resistance. Receive some annoyance from a bomber overhead. Faffing off, moving in to intercept Nomander's comm. Death by Succubus trying to deal with the Team 1 land facility, spamming out units. In the middle, we have Mutzo going after Dead 6 and Master of Seasons. T1 PD has been taken out, and Mutzo not looking too hot. I'm going to split things because things are kicking off in every which way. We have Azuros being surrounded by Legend Lord's forces. We have Dead 6 being shot at. We have Robert coming in from the east to assist, and faffing off continue to go after Nomander. Nomander's dropping into the yellow. He does have range on board, no speed upgrade. Looks like that fight over there has been pretty much dealt with. Towards here we have Robert. It's gun versus gun and no gun with, where did he go? Mutzo is heavily damaged. We have gun starting here for Death by Succubus. And we have faffing off and Lesauce slowly not being able to catch up to Nomander's forces. Nomander and Death by Succubus's forces. He's getting out of there. Bombers are raining in, trying to keep that calm low, or even kill him off. Gun started for Cool Dude. Gun almost done for Death by Succubus. Faffing off almost that first star event. Lesauce looking too hot. And Nomander knows if he goes after the comm, he will die. Bombers over top, not helping him. 1,500 hit points and falling. We have Interceptors inbound. We do have Roper continue to engage Dead 6. It's... Ooh. You could... no, it would barely survive, but... Could have been a double kill murder-suicide situation over there. Eastern side, Team 1's Morax and Azuros pushing in against Legend Lore. And then Stealth started here on board Mutzo to get some 2,000 additional hit points. I think I can end the split. Oh, no, of course, as I miss it, Team 2's Nomander is killed off by faffing off. As I was changing things, I thought things would be fine, but no. Looks like Team 1 finally caught up to him with some bomber assistance, and that was the end of that. So Team 1 gets first blood, killing off Team 2's highest rated player and the highest rated player in the game. 2,600. There was 500 points of rating between him and Azuro, so definitely a nice grab for Team 1. Definitely still has to be careful, though. Lesauce is almost dead there. We have Death by Succubus in the water, maybe waiting to intercept. Cool Dude's moving in to intercept. Faffing off is on a collision course with the comm. He's closing in on 1-star veterancy. And we do see now Death by Succubus has double base. We do see some forces here now over the top of Death by Succubus's comm. Again, he has gun, speed / range on board, so he should be fine. And Cool Dude dealing with the remaining of those forces. First star vet now online for him. Faffing off now in the green. And I think it might just be another kill for Team 1. We have gun started for Legend Lore on the eastern side of the map there. Nano repair almost halfway done here for Team 2 in the middle from Mutzo. Bombers inbound to assist. Cool Dude dropping into the red. Not looking good for him. Team 1 PD has been built. And faffing off, starting to lose a decent amount more hit points now due to that Team 1 PD emplacement. But bombers continue to rain in. Team 1's using those Team 1 bombers quite effectively and dealing with almost 2 commanders so far. AA being deployed from mobile departments. Cool Dude getting some assistance from some interceptors from Team 2's Mutzo. We do see Death by Succubus moving in to intercept faffing off's comm. And now it's 6,000 hit points versus 4,000. Not super great. We do see a couple of blazes inbound by Death by Succubus. We have some forces inbound from the east from Mutzo. And eastern side looks like just build up T2 and Stealth started for 2 players in the game there. We do see some reward, giving some veterancy here by Death by Succubus. Faffing off, looks like he is going to escape. So Team 1 doesn't suffer any casualties. Team 2 does. T3 Air is already online for Team 2 at 11 minutes. Team 1 T3 Air also is online. Maybe somebody will go first bomber. We'll see. Those Team 1 bombers still raining in over top, going after comms. We do see Death by Succubus is in the yellow now. And Team 1's Lasauce is in the yellow as well. Needs a little bit more kills for some veterancy. ASF going to clean up the interceptors from Team 2. And Stealth almost done. We have some drops inbound from Team 1's Morax. They've killed off 1 mech, some kill off a second, and then probably a third. And we do see radar system being built. Looks like they can't see him, maybe. Yeah, they can't see him. Should see him now. Yep, there's the radar signatures. Units are inbound. That's another mech's dead. Death by... sorry, not the Legend Lord's almost dead. Stealth probably going to go for Nano after that. And we do see Mutzo's back up into the green. Faffing off is retreating. He's at 3-star vet. And he's almost in the green once again. Yeah, once I split, change the split up, go back to normal view, that's when he dies. I did think he was going to get out of there, but he just needed a little bit more time, I guess. And those Team 1 bombers just probably constantly was just driving him down. We do see a sniper bot online, so T3 lands online by Death by Succubus. He's going to fall back and let his forces do the work for him. Advanced range starting here for Team 1's Lasauce. We do see those land facilities being blipped away. Bombers targeting the snipers. Again, they don't have a lot of hit points, so Team 1 bombers aren't actually a bad choice to deal with them. We do see some thistles trying to assist. Bomber drops. Ooh, it takes 3 bombers, 3 payloads to kill off a sniper. Kills off that sniper. Looks like Lasauce. Oh, he's still getting shot at by those snipers. Team 2 can still see him. Is he just in and out of range? He's in and out of range. It's close. Oh, Lasauce. He does cancel the upgrade. There's another shot. 1 more would kill him. He just has to stay within range. Sniper is in range still, I think. 1 more shot. There it is. Team 2. Nice sniper shot by Death by Succubus. And Nomander says next, talking about faffing off. So Nomander's still in the game, helping out from beyond the grave, helping out his teammates. Be like, hey, you should go after this. And hey, there's a thing over there. And hey, you should do this. And that western side base will now be transferred over to faffing off. Makes way more sense for him to have it than Azuros, because Azuros is over here. And faffing off is right there. Or actually, he's right there, technically. But you get my point. Any T3 air facilities started for Team 1 besides Master of Seasons? Nope. Team 2, other air. No. T3 land, T3 land, T2 air. Corsair snipe possible starting here for Team 2's Mutzo. Maybe they're going to go after faffing off, not faffing off, but Dead 6 or faffing off. And we do see faffing off is hiding in the water. Definitely a good choice there. We do see nice little stealth field from Mutzo to protect himself. Dead 6 going to hide in the water for now. And in terms of eco, Team 1 is winning about 80 or so in favor. Oh, those sniper bots going to get close. Faffing off is going to go for some 2 T2 engineering suite on board. We do see Blazes here. And he's going to lose a couple of mexes, but he's going to be probably more than happy to deal with the snipers. There's 4 of them here. That's going to be a nice grab. They'll be able to overcharge them quite nicely. Bombers wipe out 2 of the snipers. Nice. The overcharge misses because the bombers gets the kill. And I don't know if the sniper's really worth charging head first. We do see another sniper's inbound. And a couple more shots. Oh, that shot misses. There's that. That kill is achieved. Faffing off now at 4-star vet. Essentially, no issues there. Poor Legend, says Azuros. We do see eastern side more and more ratings. Maybe it wasn't a drop. Maybe it's just units just sent on the eastern side of the map. We see a couple of Ilshis inbound from Robert to assist. Legend is kind of being pushed back by Team 1's Azuros going this way, but it's mainly dealing with this attack as well that he has to worry about. That's why he's constantly falling back. Pick up Strat and make a T3 mech, says Nomander. Oh, look, there's a Strat there. Look at that. So Team 1 launched a Strat at them, and looks like it didn't work. Or maybe Team 1 shot it down and Team 2 built it. Team 1 bombers going after... Mutzo's come? Going after something. But looks like... Yeah, it looks like they're going to get orders now. Yeah, there goes the bombs. They just didn't see Mutzo in the city, I think. Dead 6 losing some hit points. He'll probably fall back now. Some T2 PDs now online. TML ACU says Nomander, talking about Azuros. Not really a lot of T3 land online for Team 1 as of yet. I see a couple facilities there. Some of them aren't online as of yet. Is it more and more sniper bots for Team 2, or is it just... No, there's some Harbingers now for Death by Sacrifice. He's back up into the green. 2-star bet for him. And T2 restarted for faffing off. We see a lot of strikers here for him. Don't know if that's the best unit at this point, especially with just not really worth it. Corsair coming in, just eating away at some of those units. Sniper bot, you know, if the strikers do get close, the sniper bot would actually be not a great matchup for it. But there's a Harbinger, Blazes in there. That should be more than enough to deal with those strikers. A couple of Ilshis being blapped away by Mutzo's Calm. We do see Legend Lord pushing in. And that Eastern army is holding there for now. We do see more and more units stacking up wall sections, preventing movement from Team 1 that way, essentially forcing them to engage Legend Lord's base instead of trying to, you know, creep on the edge of the map or try to, you know, blitz it past Team 2's Legend. Looks like Master of Seasons has fallen back to his base. So now actually he's in the water over here hanging out. Nice little pond. There's a lot of little ponds on this map, so players are able to hide. Missiles inbound going after Mutzo's base. T2P. Oh, it gets saved by that TMD. Nice grab there. And more mechs is being eliminated for Team 1. Team 1 is in the lead still, 650-ish to 500-ish. And those units from Team 2's Mutzo continuing to charge forward. Lots of Team 1 bombers still being thrown at this, but there's a decent amount of flak in the mix. And they are doing some damage, but it's taking its time to really materialize. We have ASFs inbound to assist, to try to cover for those bombers. And they are targeting the AA. It's definitely a smart play there. Take out the stuff shooting at you and then take out everything else. Attack missile started here for Team 2's faffing off. We have another force inbound. Faffing off is getting hit by 2 players now. Mutzo is able to focus entirely on this western front without having to worry about any attacks from Dead 6 because he's building a couple of Othams, but he's not really charging at Mutzo's position. And it's going to cut right in between those 2 bases. A couple of engineers running around. Team 1 PD might get spammed up in time. Oh, one got spammed up in time. Look at that. But I don't think 1 PD is going to be enough. Otham starting to catch up to assist from Dead 6 a little bit. And Legend not engaging Azuros. Another missile inbound from him. Looks like he's going to target this mech right here. And grab a nice little 6 mass a second. And Otham has caught up to those remaining rhinos. One Otham might die. Bombers scorching the ground. And T2 Mex is being shot at now. That's a bigger target for sure. A more important target. Looks like Team 2's not charging in just yet. They could just full send it. But they're not moving in just yet. Looks like maybe he heard me through the ether and's like, that's a good idea. I should do that. Transport's dropping off some bricks on this eastern front. Team 2 needs to shore up the defenses, and that's not going to be fun. Snipe this, says Nomander. Talking about the base in general. T2PD being built. You need to just charge in a little bit, take out the engineer that's building them, and then call it a day there. That base is, honestly, for the most part, dead and gone. Faffing up is losing a ton of eco. He's at 100 mass a second. Mutzo and Legend Lore are actually below that. They're at 50s or so, but second base for Team 1's faffing off is no longer going to be viable. And he will lose access to Aeon Tech, at least from this base. Unless he kept an engineer somewhere. There are... I don't see... Well, he has an Aeon engineer there, so he has some Aeon Tech still, but for the most part, he's going to be lacking on Aeon technology. Team 1 still has Aeon technology in the form... Actually, no, they're the only one... He's the only one that had access to Aeon from La Sauce. So, maybe no Paragons for Team 1. We'll see. What's it say? Legend make... How it has chicken 90%. Robert, yep, there it is, 90%. Chicken's going to be almost done. And he... looks like he's going to go after those bricks. Maybe he wants a piece of that action, but... he's not strong enough. He only has gun, stealth, and then 1 veteran. See, there's a decent amount of bricks here, rhinos and whatnot. If he can overcharge all the bricks, maybe, but... Definitely a riskier play. Radar ASAP says Nomander. And... Assam's going to help protect those units. We do see some Othams now moving in to intercept. More PD being built to intercept them as well. But that main base for Team 1 is gone. Team 1 still in the lead by about 100 or so mass a second. But they are losing out on... Oh, that's a nice grab there. Takes out the radar system. Nice grab there from faffing up. But Team 2 definitely needs to start capitalizing on their gains and start taking over Team 1's territory to help alleviate that annoyance of being behind. More and more Harbingers being built by Death by Succubus, just constantly spamming those out. Still getting some Corsairs online for Team 2. I don't know what he's doing with all of them. ACU laser has been spotted. What? ACU laser. Yeah. No, he's over here. I don't know, maybe he misinterpreted that or something. I don't know. But looks like that army from Morax is falling back to group up with the comm. Zero stay hanging out here with his 5-star comm, 10,000, 11,000 mass kill. Chicken is inbound. Looks like he's found a target in mind. And looks like he's going to join up with the Dead 6. He probably will get there. And Team 2 has spotted the comm of faffing off. He's within sniper range. Optimus moving in to intercept. We have a couple of bombers, a little bit of revenge for Team 2. We have Harbingers engaging Titans. We have a ton of Asylums here. Looks like they're getting... Oh, they're just sitting underneath a lot of shield coverage. Faffing off, still losing hit points. He's down to 8,000. Now he is on 5-star vet. He's losing tons of hit points per sniper shot. Needs to get behind some mountains or whatnot. He's not going to get more veterancy. It's just going to be, you know, whatever he can do to survive. He has gun, T2, and missile. He's down to 3,500 hit points. Snipers can't hit him behind that mountain. And it looks like Azeros got picked up. Or he went this way, actually. He didn't go westward to join up with Dead 6. But Dead 6's main frontline base is not looking good. Looks like the Harbinger is trying to move in around with the sniper bots to go after faffing off's comm. And missile inbound. I don't know if it's going to do... It's going to hit the shielding, I think, but it's not going to do a whole lot. Chicken is inbound. Team 1 bombers overhead. And this amount of mechs is going to be eliminated. Team 2 still behind. About 120 now. We have ASFs inbound to deal with the bombers. Only going to get one pass. And then ASFs engage those of Team 1's Master of Seasons. A little bit more for Team 1. Faffing off still hiding behind that mountain, just trying to stay alive. We have more and more Titans being thrown at this by Faffing off to deal with this. We have Optimus moving in on the eastern side. Looks like that force from Team 2 will be forced back. And, it was actually a good engagement for Team 2. They took out, I think, a little bit more ASFs than I expected to. Noth is inbound from Dead 6 to help out with the annoyance. The Chicken hasn't targeted any of the mexes, which is interesting. He's going after the facilities first. Stay away from this water, says Nomander. He's just worried about any sort of snipe attempts or something. Also, just the Harbingers can't go in the water. Sniper bots can't go in the water. Only the Asylums and the Flak can go. And Overcharge going after the Harbingers. That's a lot of firepower. And Faffing off going to try to just play Ring Around the Rosie with the mountain here, but I don't think he's going to get out of there. There he goes. It was a lovely attempt. It did keep Team 2's attention a little bit longer, but he has been eliminated, and now it is a 5v4 for the first time in the game. Team 2 is in the lead, and now Dead 6 pops out of the water. That's probably not the best idea to do that with a chicken right at your, in front of your face. Could have just stayed in the water, to be honest, but I guess he didn't want to for whatever reason. Dead 6, there he goes. Killed off by the chicken from Team 2's Wilbert. Actually, looks like Legend Lord got the credit there, but mainly driven by the chicken. And another air fight happens. Looks like Team 2 is doing a lot better micro on the air. At least it looks like it. There's a little bit of flak underneath, to be fair, for Team 2's advantage, but the chicken's going to try to go after now Azeros' base here. He's going to try to stay away. You see the forces from Morax moving in to intercept. There's a lot of T3 and T2 mexes here. They could wipe out those. But the western side, look at this, just absolute demolish. I mean, we have those two. He just rushed. But our left side have no brain, says Morax. I mean, they did wipe out Nomander, to be fair, so I can't say no brain. You can't say no brain, but I don't know what is up with that chicken's target priority. It just doesn't want to target anything in front of its face. For whatever reason. Azeros moving in to intercept. Maybe? Well, he's probably fine, to be honest. Oh, some sniper bots got AoE. That was a nice grab. Azeros is right there. Azeros, you got to move. 20,000 hit points and falling. 14,000, 13,000, 11, 10, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the chicken dies as the comm dies. Robert gets a nice little double kill there, and now Team 1 has lost half of their players at 25 minutes, and that Western Front is not looking good. That is a lot of damage soon to be happening. Bombers are inbound to assist, but that's going to be a dead base. Team 1 now completely behind Team 2 in eco. It's about, I'd say, 150, maybe even 200 or so in favor for Team 2. It's 3v5, still in favor for Team 2. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win. Of course, if you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I always do appreciate all the time and attention to give these videos, so please let me know you do care. All that. I know you care. But let YouTube know that you care. Let YouTube know that you care. I'll correct myself. So this base is gone. So Team 1 has lost this base here. They're going to lose this base. Now they're probably going to back, considering the close proximity of Master of Seasons base. But yeah, that base is going to be not operational for a while. And now, actually, oh, I did my math wrong. It's not 3v6. It's 2v5 or 3v5, whatever. Zeros is named into blip off of the scoreboard, but that is a 2v5 in favor for Team 2, so that is a huge advantage. It's more than 2-1, which means Team 2, if they use 2 players to kill off 1 for Team 1, they'll have 1 player remaining and still win. Harbingers now inbound for Master of Seasons base. We have Whalers inbound, tons of bombers as well. Harbingers may kill off 1 PGen, or may prevent the construction of 1 PGen. That's probably about it, though. This is a great rush of Harbingers from Team 2. Yeah, they won't blow up, which is nice for Team 1, but they still will lose construction of it nonetheless. Oh, don't focus. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that one would be damaged, so maybe. Oh, see, now you could target that one again out of the build, but no. Looks like they're going to fall back and maybe go after Morax's bases here. We do see Chicken Online for Team 1, a little bit of revenge. Mutzo's like, nope, not getting anywhere near that thing. Legend Lord's on the eastern side hanging out. There's a chicken for Robert as well. Team 2 might just hang back and relax and build a game ender or something, because at Team 1, it's 800 and Team 2 is 1.3k and climbing. That leads now 500 mass. That's very good lead. They saved the T3 Max. They do save the T3 Max. Tons of gunships now running around. PGens definitely need to be repaired. And another experimental online for Team 1. Looks like another chicken is online. And, oh. When did that? Wait, what? What? Oh, I guess Legend Lord died. I thought that was a message about Morax getting it experimental, but no, Legend Lord died to some bricks. I didn't even, it just was like there and gone kind of thing. At least that got it mostly upgraded. Says Legend Lord. I mean, there is that, I guess. Team 2 now at 4 players left. Team 1 still at 2, so a 2-1 advantage now in effect. Morax, not Morax, but Mutzo is retreating. Yeah, it looked like I blinked and you missed it kind of thing. I don't know if that was a control K or not, because I don't even remember seeing the icon. I thought I saw this, but maybe not. Chicken coming in to clean out the western part of the map. And we have Chicken being surrounded by Team 1's forces. It's just going to sit in the middle of the engagement, just kill off as much stuff as it can. And ASF's coming to clean up a little bit of the bombers. A couple of Authams will die, but that's reclaim for Team 1, though. GC online. Morax finishes another experimental. It's probably another... No, it's a megalith this time. Team 1 might need to go full send it mode or just go big or go home. Bombers are inbound. I wonder what PGen they're going after. Oh, ASF starting to catch up to them. Oh, none of them drop a payload. That's unfortunate. Oh, it was a lovely attempt, though. It was just a couple of Team 1 bombers. Wasn't too crazy. Nano repair advance started here for Robert. Getting another chicken. T3 started here for Cool Dude. Back in the rig out air slot position. And now the game is kind of quieted down a little bit. ASF's going after those gunships. Again, the broadswords have pretty much no AA. It's smidgen, but not really worth riding home about. That's a nice little slaughter of some broadswords by Team 2. We have no Omni still, so it's dead 6. GC is going to get intercepted by 2 chickens. That's not going to be fun. That chicken has no veterancy. That chicken has almost 2. Another GC is about to be built here. It's just GCs all day. Crab going to be built here soon by Mutzo. And over in the eastern side of the map, just more chickens. Just more and more chickens. Gunship starting to coagulate for Team 1 as well. Random Team 1 land facility still there. Just one little furfur. Death by second base finishes another GC. Getting just all the Harbinger online. Just can't stop, won't stop producing those things. Eco staying stacked at 1.4 to almost 900 or so. It's going to take some time for Team 1 to re-expand. T3 Succubus says Nomander. Probably talking about GIF over engineer maybe to Succubus. That way he can build some hives, I presume. And production facilities being spammed up for brick production. Mex is being reclaimed and trying to be rebuilt, I would presume. And GC still coming online. Morax finishes another experimental. It's another crab. He's pumping a lot of his eco into crabs. He's getting all those experimentals online. And Eastern, that's a lot of PD and a lot of shielding protects that PD. Chicken. I don't think, yeah, I was going to say, it's not really worth engaging. More NGs to expand grid, says Nomander. Nomander constantly giving tips to Team 2. Love to see it. You don't have the ASF, says Nomander. Yeah, that definitely a good point. Don't have the ASFs to be able to protect that thing. Even if you did try to protect it, you don't have enough ASFs to, get the win in the air and keep that thing alive, or vice versa, where it's like it dies, but you get the win. Especially with Morax having ASFs online as well. It's just not really worth it. We can take a look at the numbers. Cool Dude's at 66. Morax is on probably about a dozen. 18, actually. And then 18 plus 80. So about 30 or so in favor. And looks like bricks are coming in to say hi from Team 1 and Team 2. Crab's going around. Looks like Robert's moving in. Oh, it's Splash Gun and Nano. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. But he's definitely going to be targeted by the everything from Team 1 once they see that. Master of Seasons still in a pond. Morax underneath some shielding. No nukes, no artillery, no game enders yet. Oh, that's a lot of E-storage dead. That's going to hurt. I heard Strat Bombers landing from Team 2. There they are. One of them shot down immediately. The other one's going to be shot down right after that, going after the chicken. That's chicken. The chicken is going after the megalith. We have 2 chickens inbound from Team 2. Back it up, says faffing off. 2 GCs, says dead 6. I'll be pointing that out. Another GC, so number 3 actually. Suits there going to come online for vision on the western side of the map. That's probably what it really was for. Bricks moving in to intercept the chicken. The chicken just trying to give the crab a hug. You got to keep the chicken moving at that point. It's heavily damaged already. Yeah, I mean, by the time he moves it, it's too late. But somehow, how is it not dead? Oh, there it goes. It's just not getting targeted for whatever reason. We have T2 artillery being built, some Zathuthams. Ion Storm will activate. It's not. Team 2 loses an experimental. It is unfortunate, but that's a nice grab, killing off the E-storage up there in the northwestern corner. More crabs all day for Morax. SMB coming online. Team 2, you going for anything bigger and exciting. Now that that's the same Awasab bomber being built. 2 chickens are inbound back to back. And crabs being built by Mutzo. Re-expansion efforts here for Team 1. I mean, they're going for T2 mexes. They're going for T2 mexes. That's probably a better go of it than trying to build T3 mexes there. Another set of mexes going to die for Team 1 here. It's 1.1 to 1.6. Still in favor for Team 2. It's about that 500 or so differential. And Spy Plane's getting a readout what Team 1's up to on the northern half of the map. And imagine if those were strap bombers. They would have bombed somebody. If you have the APM. What is he talking about? TML SSU work versus Megalith if you have the APM. Oh, I see. He's going to attack missile that makes sense. Chicken's going to get back underneath shield coverage. Actually, that's probably a good place to sit, just underneath shield coverage. 2 chickens versus Three chickens versus 2 crab. That one crab's heavily damaged. Yeah, that should be fun. There's a lot of brick support, though. Artillery's going to help out a ton with that. Just constantly building more of that. It's like dealing with a FAF where you just spam out T2 artillery and call it a day. And shielding. T2 artillery and shielding. Has to be both. Has to be both. Because you got to keep the artillery online long enough to do enough damage to kill off the fatty. But look at that artillery just eating away at all that brick. Those brick walls are being just crumbled. Oh, nice grab. That's another kill there. Is that a missile? That is... No, that's artillery. It just looked like a missile. SMD says, cool dude, talking about the SMD for Morax here. And then he probably spotted the one over there. 3 chickens over here, 3 GCs, tons of forces on the ground. Not as many forces, but there are some sniper bots, Authams, bricks. ASFs are hanging out over here. I mean, perfect opportunity to try to do some bombing runs over here. But they're focused on other things, Awasa bomber and whatnot. No nukes, no artillery. That's a quantum gateway, spamming up probably engineer presets. I don't know the missile presets. He is going to do it. Okay, there you go. We're not keeping up with the arty. What? We're not keeping up with the arty. What does that mean? That's a lot of... Are you talking about this? That's a lot of artillery. Oh, he's talking about power, maybe? Okay, he's talking about power, because it looks like he's just being strapped on power. GCs are inbound. A couple of Ravagers have been built. We have crab inbound. Wouldn't be surprised, really. It's sad, more and more common. Desync incoming. I hope not, because this game definitely works. Amazing. Ha. Ha ha. You get Awasa on the bricks army. Top can push. He's dead, so he can eject. FAF. Oh, I see. So it just looks like there was an issue with connection. And FAF had to leave the death chat. A couple of Authams engaging some Harbingers. GCs are retreating. Sniper bots are shooting at everything while they retreat. Got to keep those forces moving. They're going to get caught up to not brick, but crab online for team 2. And he did get the suits there, but it's offline. Does he not have the power for it? Oh, not really. But he could have it. He just needs to build a couple more P-gens. Even just, I think 2 more should be more than enough. I wouldn't be able to push 2 artillery, though, says Mutso. Air moving. Awasa done, says Dead 6. And Awasa is not done. There's the artillery for Team 1's Morax. So they know about it? They definitely know about it. So Team 1... Again, it's not a full 20 by 20, so it should reach pretty much any part of the map. T3 artillery barely started for Cool Dude as well. For 1 bomb, says Nomander, yeah. They'll probably have to go this way with it. ASFs will intercept them too fast if they try to go straight that way. To kill right side units, then try that side with... that's true. He could try to wipe out all the ground units, bar the megawatts, and then go from there. Looks like they're just trying to finish that Awasa bomber off. Another experimental, so it looks like it's a crab and 3 chickens versus a crab and 3 GCs. And just a line of units for Team 2. Megawith in the middle. Looks like they're maybe going to group up on this. ASF's shadowing the land forces. We have 4 chickens on the ground. I mean, where else would they be technically? In the sky, maybe? Bomber's almost done. More and more chickens. Actually being reclaimed right now. But artillery starting to bombard the initial forces. Some bouncers are not having some fun time. They're being bounced out of existence. It's a lot of artillery. And that's the range on it. So if they get anywhere near that, it's just going to be annihilated. Megawith might get make sats to assist artillery, says Dead 6. Mass Fab farm being built. Like the use of geography there, just trying to get as much use out of the land. Of trying to put stuff. There goes the bomber. Oh, where is it going? Oh no, where is it going? It didn't go for the land units. Oh, that's unfortunate. Misclick says, cool dude. Why would you fly? directly into ASF Cloud. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, they die easily anyway. That's true. They do die easily anyway. Oh, I was talking about maybe the bricks. Ythotha come from behind, win. Yeah, because the Megalith is being distracted by the other Megalith. The Megaliths are being distracted by the Megalith. That one will 100% die from Mutzo, but the 3 chickens should be able to catch up and wipe them out pretty quickly. Western side, looks like a lone little GC is going to run on the edge of the map and have some fun with something. All you need to do is air, says Morax. And Crab is down. And the Crabs from Team 1's Morax just either have to turn around and fight or just keep running. Oh, no, don't turn it. Don't turn around. You gotta keep going. Oh, that's unfortunate. They could have wiped out 3 Megaliths right there. But artillery landing on Team 2's side of the map. That's never fun. A couple of pigeons are not shielded. Definitely need to fix that. He fought over 20 bouncers and another 15 flak. And looks like, oh, Ythotha's inbound. GC got spotted by Team 1. So gunships are inbound to intercept. That GC is probably going to die all alone. We have 2 GCs and a crab versus 4 chickens. ASFs are inbound to go after the gunships. The gunships honestly might actually kill that GC off before they're dealt with. It's already in the red. It's a lot of dead gunships, but yeah, it's dead. And there goes the engagement. Honestly, just rush the chickens into that land army and call it a day. Yes, the chickens will die 100%, but the Ion Storm will do tons damage, a ton more damage. I don't know why they still didn't go after those megas. They could have easily wiped that out and pushed into the artillery installation, or at least tried to. Another GC is dead. Oh, Harmagist is running into the mix of the Ion Storms. That's never fun. Oh, there's bricks and Othams. This is a massacre on this western side of the map for Team 2. Oh, just everything is dead and gone. Solar Burst spotted here by Nomander. Pigeons being shot at by a nice little crab. Oh, that's unfortunate. And then Crash Damage kills off a ton more forces. Yeah, that did not work for Team 2 at all. That is unfortunate. That's a lot of reclaim. Team 1's going to be eating good tonight. Megalith's at 1-star vet. Crab's at 0-star vet, but 2 of the 3 chickens are inbound. This one's heavily damaged. It's probably not worth it to send it in. And might as well send the chickens in. The crabs are coming to say hi. Not for long, says Legend. Oh, the air gets getting flipped away. Another bomber has been started. I don't know if it's worth it to build another one at this point. And chickens decide to engage. Just send that chicken into the middle of those 2 crabs. It will die 100%, but the Ion Storm might be enough to help out a little bit. And then they back up a little bit. Don't think that's going to help that much. Ion Storm not. Oh, nope. Just barely out of range, it looks like. Missiles inbound. Oh. Did they shoot too far? Did they do well? Oh, they all land on the ground. That's unfortunate, but it was a nice attempt, though. If Legend says no Mander, so maybe we'll see him depart from the chat. We're no longer see him pop up. And the air grid's still kind of fine. T3 air quarters is online still, so that's the most important thing. And that Megalith is just being annihilated. Chicken's being annihilated by its Ion Storm teammates, dead carcass thing. And there goes that. The Megaliths were eventually dealt with. There's a new one online. Team 1's probably going to scoop that up here shortly. In terms of reclaim, I didn't even check on the reclaim on this map. 341,000 mass in climbing. That's a lot of mass to have on the map, especially with it being right there and right there. And there's some there, but it's like right there. Megalith is retreating in the face of 2 chickens. Oh, there's another Megalith inbound. There's another Ythotha. That one was the one that was heavily damaged already. It's up to 11,000 mass now. And chicken will get some crash damage. It does get some crash damage. That is unfortunate for that chicken, especially with a new crab now online. This crab might actually be enough to deal with the remaining... it needs to keep backing up, though. Yeah, there you go. 2 more shots will be enough. There's that chicken. It's 34,000 versus 92. We have Othams inbound. Ion Storm's going to activate, kill off maybe a couple of Othams from Team 1, maybe. Second chicken is now dealt with. Third chicken will soon be dealt with, so all those 3 chickens will die. Team 1 will be missing out on the reclaim. That chicken is dead. Oh, Ion Storm activates on top of that chicken. That's not great. Artillery now landing still on the Rigard Air Slot base. Oh, still the Rigard Air Slot base. Looks like the Abusa has it's slowed down a little bit, but it's still progressing. And oh, there it is. YOLO has been spotted by the caster. We have satellites being built now. That Pigeon's still damaged, which I think is funny. And chicken is dealt with. Oh, you have engineers. You have engineers trying to keep the chicken alive by repairing it. First time for everything, I guess. That was not expected. Chicken is dealt with. Most of those units have been routed. That western side of the map is just gone. Everything is dead. Lots of reclaim to be had by both teams if they can go out and get it. Satellite is online. UEF doing UEF things. And we have a couple of units from Team 2 just hanging out in the space. What? How did they get there? It's funny. They're just hanging out. Looks like they just kept walking or trundling or hovering or whatever. That's pretty funny. And still targeting the air grid. Again, one artillery isn't a lot of damage, to be honest. Second one has been started. Third one's going to be thought about after that. Novax is Nomander. Yep. It is what's there. YOLO. Wrong base. YOLO is almost in the green, so Team 2 might win with that. Yeah, it's definitely kind of desperation plays or just, full send it, put everything into one play. Hail Mary kind of thing. Often engaging Harbingers. Not that many Harbingers, just a couple. Crab inbound. We're going to probably have to, we're seeing more forces inbound from Morax, so he's going to start being stretched thin a little bit. Again, 4v2, the APM helps out a ton long term. Shields are being heavily assisted to keep this base alive. Kind of surprised they're not targeting that. Is that? No way that artillery is maxed out of range. Oh yeah, it can hit everything on the map. So, surprised they're not targeting, this or this or this or anything else. Explosion, SACU dies. And the problem with the missiles is that you have to hit the actual crab, because if you hit the ground underneath it, then it doesn't actually do anything because the AoE isn't big enough. Now, a Billy Nuke, that sort of stuff, that has the AoE for it, but from Megawith, you need to be... It's even harder to hit the crab with it. Oh, now Team 1 sees the YOLO, and they're going to be assisting the shields on that for probably a while, and assisting the construction and loading. Master, you need to actually try and build on bases. This Team 1's Morax. Another satellite's online, another satellite, another satellite, another satellite. So Team 1's going to go full satellites. SMDs are probably going to be spammed up as quickly as possible. There's 2 of them there, 3 of them there, so a couple of nukes will be dealt with from the YOLO. And I would say just maybe even target the artillery. There's the YOLO. It's going to target the artillery first. That's definitely a good play there. And SMD 3 loaded. Second artillery is done. That one's being heavily loaded as we speak. We're trying to be heavily assisted. We have stuff inbound from Cool Dude, some engineers to assist with shields. That way Robert can focus on mainly loading. The power of scouting says, or not scouting, says Cool Dude. Well played, says Morax. Oh, at least you lived, unlike me. And there was some good kills in this game, to be fair. Another YOLO inbound. That's number 2. It'll probably be number 3 is what we'll finally land. Oh, maybe. Maybe if it comes in fast enough. Maybe if it comes in fast enough. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. That's the button I meant to push. And there's one, and it's not going to be enough. 97%. There it is. The artillery base for Morax has been defeated. You no longer have to worry about that. Kaboom! And didn't puncture the shielding at all. Heavily assisted, of course, by the Seraphims. And now it just leaves Master of Seasons main base with the Novaxes. The 4th Novax coming online. And Sarah's shield with heavy assist are kind of... I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. You need a lot of artillery. You need a lot of artillery, satellites, something to deal with it, because you're not breaking it until one shot. Yeah, that's pretty much fair. YOLO lands actually a little shorter than I thought. I feel like he would just go after the Novak's base, but he's like, no, bro, defensive YOLO. If it works, right? Ooh, got some strat bombers inbound from Team 1's Master of Seasons. They're going to be escorted. It's going to be on, that's not going to be fun. They're going to run right into some bouncers and flak. And good luck not losing those. It's, there's, it's probably about a 2 dozen, and there they went. Yep. Didn't really work. Strats, why are you pinging? Strats suck so much. I mean, they don't suck. You just have to hope that your opponent doesn't see them. He thinks I can just react in 2 seconds. Novak's almost done again. If game is over, recall says death by succubus. Oh, look, some strats do not make it past the line. With a shot before recall says death by not death by succubus, Master of Seasons. That force on the ground is inbound, and honestly, I don't even think the YOLO was the thing that won the game. I think it was land, to be honest. You could have said something beforehand. I mean, yeah, the strats were focused on the YOLO, so they weren't focused on this, to be fair, the land forces. But, I mean, once most of the experimentals for Team 1, the land ones at least, were dealt with, that's pretty much it that they had. Yeah, the YOLO was nice to see it focus Team 1's attention a little bit, but I feel like the artillery could have targeted other bases. Didn't really need to go after the air grid the entire time. And strat bombers are helping a little bit. They're actually avoiding the base for whatever reason. YOLO, they maybe want the YOLO to do it. That's maybe what it is. 1 and 2. We'll be able to shoot down one more YOLO missile, but maybe they're just going to go after Master of Seasons Calm himself. He's sitting next to a pigeon. Probably not the best place to stand, to be honest. There's a GC over there. Another nuke inbound. 50 minutes on the clock. Pigeon's going to blow up. And, I mean, you could focus on the pigeons. It would do, I think, not more damage, but it would just help kill them faster. 2-star vet. 3-star vet. There he goes. Team 1 loses Master of Season. That's the final. Actually, that's not the final player for Team 1. That's Morax over here. And laser started for Team. Wow, because why not? There's another YOLO, because why not? Why isn't he just blowing up everything? And maybe they just want the game to go on a little bit longer, I guess. GC just sitting there hanging out, wiping everything out for Morax. Because why not? And at this point, I think
strategic launch
another YOLO inbound. The 4 satellites going to target the Novaxes. Number 5 was halfway done. I think YOLO says no. Is so OP you can't beat it with artillery or any game ender. Yeah. I mean, individually, I think I would maybe agree with that. I mean, if you can get the Mavor to come in and just wipe out the shielding pretty quickly, that might work. But there is a counter to everything. That is correct. Kaboom! Yes, no matter you really to play dual gap, you understand best game ender. Our satellites. Oh, there's Team 1's Morax defeated by death by succubus. Now that's the game over. Yeah, but you take so long that your your ender is just infinitely delayed. Yeah, it just depends on what you focus on. We've seen YOLOs at like 30 minutes before on dual gap, but that's the game here, folks. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It was a decent back and forth, especially on the western side, but at some point, once all those experimentals were dealt with here and here, I mean, even if Team 2 didn't even use the YOLO, it was just focusing on experimentals on land, that would have been it. But yeah, that was unfortunate to see the Albasaw just not really used at all, just kind of die, but it happens. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next one.